Hey everybody, it's Conan. Coming back at you again today. Yeah, it's warmer. There's sunshine today, and hopefully some of the snow's gonna start to melt here, guys. So I'm excited about that. It'll make things a lot more convenient for working out outside. But anyway, I had an interesting experience this morning while I was out doing my run slash walk because things were a little icy. I generally ignore text messages, social media, any of that stuff when I'm out there on my run. I drop these in my head, turn on some tribal rhythmic music to kind of give me a meditative state while I'm out running, or listen to a podcast or something. It depends on whatever the hell I decide to do. But this morning, as I was rolling, probably around 4:40 this morning, I had a text message come through, and I'm just kind of sitting there going like, who the hell's messaging me this early? What the heck? And so, I keep going. Then it, reminder hits again. I'm like, all right, who is this? So pull it out of my pocket. It's one of my good friends that lives here locally. And he's been doing some amazing things at work. He has leveled up his game like you wouldn't believe. I mean, he pulled off some stuff for the company he works for by himself on an epic level. And I think it's really awesome that he's been doing this. And in the course of the texting, because I'd slowed down and I just decided to dictate my responses and walk so I could have this conversation with him because I felt that I needed to, we were discussing things. Hey, Craig, how you doing, buddy? Is that he started telling me about how chaotic things have become. And he's not able to manage what's happening within himself because all of a sudden he has literally leveled up his game. And then he doesn't have the capacity inside to deal with what's going on. And then all of a sudden that darkness, that doubt that's creeping in on the side because he's like, man, I don't know if I can pull this off. I've got 4 more customers I have to do this for. I think he can pull it off. I think he can do it. He needs to figure out how to bring all of that chaos into focused energy to keep moving forward and producing what he wants. Now, at this point, I'm not holding a debate, and I'm going to talk to him about worry, because at this point, if this were me experiencing this, I would turn to a stack immediately. And you guys, I keep talking about stacking, and if anybody would like to see an example of a stack, I'll be happy to generate a mega stack and post it, but we'll get to that in a second. Is that getting into a space where we can manage our darkness, we can address what we're feeling, that chaos, and actually shift that story, pivot on that point, and get ourselves going in the right direction so we can go achieve more, we can progress, we can expand, is critical for us as human beings. Otherwise, we sink down into the chaos and we end up going down into a black, ugly, dark pit, and we get depressed and sad because all of a sudden it's like, oh man, look at all this stuff that I did, and then boom! You shoot it right in the face and you say, no thank you, universe, I didn't want this. You have to decide to go into that chaos. You have to decide to face it and then use it. So where right now in your life are you facing chaos in your creation? You've got so much going on, there's so much abundance, you just don't know what to do with it because it's getting all crazy. And then what are you doing to leverage that chaos and create a positive direction to continue your production? Where in your life are these things going on? So those are my questions. Those are my thoughts for today. But no, I'm serious. If anybody would like to see an example of, I'm going to do a mega stack. We're going to go for the big guy, the throat punch of a stack. And I will warn you, if everybody says, yeah, I'd like to see one of these, this is a space that I go into that I hold no punches. There's language. There is just visceral, real, raw emotion about what's going on inside of me. And this is my space to take all of my rage and get it out. But the beauty of that is once I'm in that space, I'm able to start taking that story and I'm starting to able to change it and turn it into energy for creation instead of destruction. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And anybody can do it. And you will absolutely change your life if you submit yourself to that experience every day, which I do, and I love it. And it's a habit, it's an addiction, and I really can't live without it now. If I don't do it in the morning, my day gets really screwy. So, with that being said, if you guys want to see it, put a yes, just say, yes, post a mega stack. Let me know if you want me to do that. I'll invite you into an experience with me. You can find out what goes on in here when I decide to go do those things, and how I go get some order out of the chaos that life brings, just as a matter of living. Okay? So I hope everybody has a great day. Go out and accomplish what you want to do. Go create what you want to create. Organize it. Find the power in the chaos, okay? Everybody have a great afternoon at this point. I'll catch you later. See ya.